Serious mode has now been activated. It's the final week of the regular season, and we need the win to be guaranteed playoffs. This season, my main goal is making playoffs. But anything less than that, me, is yet another failed season. There's one huge problem with this though. Our opponent. In the most important game of the season, we have to play one of the best teams and one of the best coaches in the league. Draco, Tera, Dark, Tyrants. Gambit, Overnight, Arcanine, Comfort, so much bulk, so much physical offense, and yet again, flying type offense. Our major weakness. We have to figure out a way to beat it to ensure our spot in playoffs. Prep for this matchup is much easier than it was for Tommy though. We look at his squad, there's certain things kind of has to bring. Overnight, Follow Me Electabuzz, some form of Arcanine, and Tera Flying King Gambit. With that in mind, you can build around these pretty well. I wanted to do something a little bit different with the team builder this week, so let me know in the comments if you prefer this more relaxed, less scripted style, or my normal way of doing things. I really want this team to play how I envisioned it when I made the trades. So, manual or optional done with Mouse Ape. So, straight into the team builder. Go. Mouse. Ape. Whims. And Volcarona. And you just put Venu in as well. The 6th slot, there was one thing I learned in the loss to Tommy. I can lean on Toxtricity more than I originally thought. That Mon keeps surprising me, not only with its damage output, but with how well it can take a hit. So, I'm going to add Tox. Next step I usually go through is to go fill in the moves, the abilities. I don't really want to look at items or every move yet. I do have a few ideas in mind, but let's go through it step by step. Whims, we of course want Tailwind. Gonna need Sunny Day. Now, I don't know what type of set I'm going to go for on Whims yet. Whether I want a Sash set, whether I want to go for a bit more bulk. So, these last two moves, completely open. Volcarona. Again, I'm not sure whether I want to go Vex, whether I want Quiver. All I know right now is that I need to have a single target fire move. I personally prefer running Fiery Dance. I'll take that little bit less power for the 50-50 of getting a special attack boost. And that's it. That's all I know I want on Volk right now. Vinu is... I almost know exactly what I want on Vinu. But I'm not entirely sold. So for the most part, I want it to be bulky, annoying, difficult to remove. There's a chance I might be clicking Sunny Day, so Chlorophyll is going to be its ability. I know I want Sleep Powder. That does rule out an Assault Vest set. And I know I want Giga Drain. I want to be keeping it on the field as long as possible. The last two moves, I kind of want Earth Power. Because I want it to be able to hit Arcanine. Right now, I don't see a good way for me to deal with that mod. So, that's probably going to fall on Venu. Mouse Ape. This is going to be the tricky one. I do have a set in mind for Ape already. But let's start with the mouse. Going to want Follow Me. Obviously. He has his own potential Follow Me. So, make sure I can get off the beat up play. I need Taunt. I like to run Protect on my friend guard mons to keep them around. Long the power of Friendship. Now, the last move is where the question comes in. Do I want to run Beat Mouse or on Wimps? So, one of the openings I can make is to lead Mouse Ape, taunt the Follow Me Mon, bulk up with Ape, or get off some damage. Turn 2, I can then Protect and switch, bring in Wims to beat up on turn 3. This bait and switch, I don't think it's going to work versus Dracos. Because of one Mon and one Mon only. Hisuian Zoroark. There is no way Nihilape lives a Specs Shadow Ball from that thing without an Assault Vest. Specs Zoroark puts in some major work versus my squad, versus my entire squad. But with that in mind, we need to run AV Ape. And I want Rage Fist. We're going to want Drain Punch. Now, this, for me, also means I'm going to have to run Beat Up on the mouse. Tera is going to be Ghost. Turns to Fighting Weakness, Immunity. It's just a good standard Tera on Mousehold. I think for now, I want Citrus Berry on it. Help keep us on the field that little bit longer. Normally, I wouldn't fill out the EVs yet, but I do have some specific things we need to account for. And as we've only really got Ape and Tox to go over, might as well do it real quick. The first thing we need to look at is speed. Who do we need the mouse to outspeed? Ideally, if you're running beat up mouse, you want it to be the fastest thing. And this is where I struggle with mouse a little bit. It's not exactly bulky, and you do, in a lot of matchups, need to run a lot of speed on it. But in this instance, we don't need to be the fastest thing on the field turn 1. Game 1, turn 1, he's likely to do one of 3 things. He either shadowballs the ape, he knows my Tera of Ghost, so he shadowballs the mouse reading the Tera, or he clicks Tera Fighting, Tera Blast, or Focus Blast into the mouse. The freaking mind games with Bon are insane. But what that does help us with is our speed. If he gets a read right with the mouse, right, perfect for him. But it means we can aim for just outspeeding these two, Arcanine and Electivire. Adamant. I don't think he's going to run a max speed Jolly Arcanine or Electivire. It's just not, in my head at least, it's just not possible that he goes that much speed investment on these. Low kicks, it's got priority to that turn 1 play. It doesn't matter. It's going to click first impression. I can't outspeed first impression with mouse hold. So we need to hit 148. $132. Way too much investment. We're going to want to go Commit to reduce. Attack damage that we're going to be doing to our 8 with beat up, and then we can dial this all the way back. There you go. That I like. HP, since we're running the citrus, needs to be an even number. So out, dial it back. There we go. 244. Now we get to the defenses, where we've got to do some calcs. There's no chance in hell that we live a Specs Focus Blast. Yeah, I don't think he runs flamethrower. He might do, but let's go have a look. Focus Blast. Oh god, no. But I have been wrong before. Put this in properly. Yeah. I don't think, even if we dumped all 236, nah, we don't live it. Not a chance in hell. But there is always the chance that he runs a sash set. Let's have a look. Yeah, we can live that, but we don't need to live it that handily. We can dial this all the way back. We just need to take the hit and move on. 172. That's still way more than I'd like. At 162, what's he outspeeding with that Zoroark? Outspeeding Volk, can't outspeed the mouse. He might actually, looking at that, he might run Timid to try and outspeed my mouse. If he runs Timid, how much investment do we need to live a Timid Focus Blast? $92. That is way better in my. I like that. What that does is, if I make this Tera Ghost, Tera, Timid Shadow Ball would still live if he reads the Tera. If he doesn't read the Tera, we take 0 damage from that Focus Blast. What that minimal investment does is, if he is Sash and he's modest, Focus Blast is a 50-50. And if he's timid, Focus Blast is guaranteed live honor. I personally think he's going to target down the ape and not the mouse. So if he sees that lead, because the ape is the bigger threat. If he outspeeds ape, I get off the beat up into the ape, he outspeeds, kills it, then I've essentially wasted a turn. So yeah, 92 is fine. I can dump the rest into defense. That's it. But that 4 points is me. What that extra defense will do is, versus his mostly physical attacking team, it'll keep Mouse around longer. So I like this set. We're going to roll with it. Mouse, done. Ape. Like I said, I have a set in mind for the ape. With these 2 default moves, neither of those can hit Zoroark. Luckily for us, ape learns Throat Chop. I don't think that Zoroark lives a Throat Chop, but if by some miracle it does, or it's sashed, Throat Chop will mean that it can't use sound moves the next turn. So, Hyper Voice, for example. The 4th move, I'm not sure about yet. So, go over onto the EVs. Speed-wise, we already outspeed King Gambit, Swampert, Spirit Tomb, most Corviknight sets I think he'd bring. I doubt he brings Jolly or much speed investment on those. Could, however, bring an Adamant 252 Serena. I'm not entirely sure would, but let's pencil in 125 Make sure we outspeed that. Basically, there's a couple of moves Serena gets that could really scupper our plans. And because of Queenly Majesty stopping a lot of Whims's prankster support stuff, I do think Serena is a good bring into me, even if it's not the best offensively. It's got a couple of moves that can trouble us, but defensively it's more of a problem than offense. If this is a bit too much, we can dial that back. So let's pencil that in. Move on to what we actually need. Big one for me is back on this Zoroark. That is the Choice Specs Shadow Ball. No, we're probably going to go Adamant. No, we're running Assault there. 116 in there, so pencil that in. Now, that's already pretty nice. Just adding that AV is huge. But what do we need in special defense to guarantee live it? 28. Perfect. We could probably, once we've added HP to the equation, dial that back even more. But that's Jeff's kiss. I love that. Next thing to look at is King Gambit. Let's go Tera Dark Black Glasses off first. We're pretty good on that. Tera, we need a little bit to live that Kowtow Cleave. We could do 12 in defense, but I think we can probably just dump in some HP. $28 HP. Beautiful. And then back to Zoroark. We can dial some back on this. We can actually live it just with 4, but because Assault Vest boosts special defense by 50%, we want that to be an even. So 12. And we've got a pretty nice live on that Shadow Ball. Haha, hold on. One thing I didn't check. Tera Flying Tera Blast from King Gambit. What do we need to live that? A lot. Can't guarantee live it without Tera. 12.5%. I'll take them odds. I'll take them odds any day of the week. But let's have a look what we can do offensively first. Main thing, of course, is OHKOing this bad boy with Throat Chop. We already have a 12.5% chance to OHKO. Get rid of these HP. 252. We way overkill at max attack at him. We don't need all of that. Let's bring it back. What do we need? 180. This is actually close. I've run 8 so many times now that I know this is close to attack bump, or attack EV bump is 196. we might as well go 196. Now, that will leave us with 180 and 4. How does that look versus that AV King Gambit now? Go back here, we put in Rage for this. Brain Punch. That's enough to Oko King Gambit with Brain Punch. 30% chance to Oko. Honestly, I'll take that. If we Tera away from the flying weakness, which we're going to run on fire. He's got the chance of Will-O-Wisp on Arcanine. We need to be terrified. Tera, it does basically 50%. Helping Hands, we actually live a Helping Hand Sucker Punch quite easy too. I like this. I'm happy with this. That set does everything I need it to do. I could dial back the speed, but Arena gets Play Rough. Play Rough. That's quite nice. I'm happy with that. What if he's banded? 50-50. Given the chance that Play Rough can actually miss, he has to hit it and win the 50-50 KO. Happy. Like this set. Over here, Terrifier. Then we are Adamant. 196, 12, 184. What could we run? Honestly, I think of all of the moves we get here, outside of Zoroark, nothing's going to take a multi-stacked Rage Fist. So, being able to pivot out and get some chip damage off something, especially if you've got Tailwind up with Wims, and Ape is now the fastest thing there, being able to have a fast U-turn, get some chip off, bring in something that's going to want to take the next hit better than Ape, I think that's the way to go. We now have Mouse Ape ready to go. That, we can also settle on Wims. We don't need beat up. It might be nice, but I think going for a Sash set with Moonblast or D-Gleam is going to be better. We only really need Wims to set Tailwind, to set Sun, and if we can keep it alive, bonus. If not, it's not going to hurt us too much. So if we just go Focus Sash. The other thing is Focus Sash versus a First Impressions low kick is very, very good for us. Speed-wise, we will want to outspeed Zoroark. So we can then pick it off, maybe with a D-Gleam. So I'm going to want that 179, which is going to mean we're going to need to. I mean, that, max that. EV's done, simple, perfect, amazing. I'm going to pencil in Protect. Move-wise, we pick up low kicks with a dazzling. We can see right there, Moonblast does it. But will a dazzling? No. Going to pencil in Moonblast, but I do prefer Dazzling Gleam. The argument for Dazzling Gleam over Moonblast, especially on Whims, is Whims is going to be the fastest thing, especially in this match. Whims is going to be the fastest thing, no matter what, unless he's got a Tailwinder. Only way for him to outspeed Whims with anything of a Choice Scarf or to have Tailwind. So, if he's got, say, a Sash Zoroark and to be honest, anything else, even if I haven't got Tailwind up, or if my Tailwind has expired, Whimsicott is able to outspeed Dazzling Gleam, pick off that 1 HP Zoroark, and get damage down on the thing next to it. If I don't have Tailwind up, that Zoroark is going to outspeed everything else and potentially pick up a KO. So, if I've got Dazzling Gleam and not Moonblast, I can pick up the KO on that Zoroark, and then whatever's next to Whimsicott likely gets to live and KO whatever else next to it. Because Whims has always done, because Whims has already done some damage to it. And if that thing next to the Zoroark is low kick, yeah, I've just talked myself into it. We're going Dazzling Gleam. So that is Whims done. Venusaur. As I said when I was talking about the moves, the big thing I want Venusaur to do is be able to KO Arcanine with an Earth Power. So if he's running, say, 252, 252, and then just for the argument, put the 4 into special defense. Earth Power, right now, does half, which does almost half, which isn't bad. I do not mind that at all. Outside of Venusaur, I don't have a great way to hit the Fire Dog. So, being able to two-shot it with Venu, especially if we decide to go for a defensive Tera, not bad. Let's pencil in a Life Orb for a bit more damage. We're starting to get there. Flare Blitz is going to destroy us. We need to be able to ideally take a hit because of the way Earth Power is. We're probably going to have to take a hit. If I optimize this for Life Orb Recoil. How about we go Tera Ground? We eat the Flare Blitz, and Earth Power now does more damage. What do we need? That. Oof. 116. That's way more than I would have liked. Let's dial that back. Where's the EV bump? I think it's 76. Yes, it is. So, 76 modest. Guaranteed to 2-shot. But has an 80% chance to OHKO. I'm quite happy with that. In the sun, we've got a roll in our favour to live. And in the sun, we'll guaranteed outspeed. Oh, I didn't put in adamant. Doesn't really do much. But I don't have the sun up. I live the hit, smack it. Yeah, let's leave that. Let's go and look at Corviknight. There's no chance we live a Banded Brave Bird without Tera. No chance. Tera, we barely live it. But what if it is a more bulky set and goes with... let's just call it 6. Let's dump. I think it's 236. No, we've got a 25% chance to live that Brave Bird too. Honestly, I'll take that. Ideally, we're going to want a Tera Ground anyway. So, Brave Bird does max 50%. We don't really have a good way of hitting the Corviknight, but we're running Sleep Powder. We can potentially, don't want to speak in, miss a Sleep Powder, live a Brave Bird, and then get off a second one, hopefully hitting. So, yeah, I like this. Over here, yeah, modest. 76 to take the bump. Wait, what's the that one? Huh? Oh, I went one too far on. I went one too far on the HP. And we could go 244. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. We're going Life Orb. Going to run Protect. And then we're going to go with the Tera Ground. Venusaur done. Big bug time. I still can't decide if I want Specs or Set. They both have their merits. With Specs, you've got that more immediate damage. With the setup, I can get speed boost without Tailwind, a bit more special defense, and then the specs boost, if you like, just a turn later with those added benefits. Problem is going to be getting off the quiver dance. So, come back over here. Corviknight is going to be the biggest issue for us. So I'm going to want Volk to be able to outspeed an Oko. So I always spell Fiery Dance wrong. Go with Fiery Dance as my move of choice, and with almost no investment in the sun, it pretty much Okos. We go Modest, it does. Problem is going to be the speed though. Likely going to need Timid to outspeed. The heat wave in the sun is almost an Oko. This is good. This is good. Yeah, let's have a look at the speed. The main thing, once again actually, is going to be the Arcanine. He runs Flash Fire Arcanine. I'm going to want to be able to outspeed it. Either get some chip off it, or going back to his match versus Tommy, he brought a special Arcanine with Flamethrower. So this is so tough. This is so tough. Because a Flash Fire Arcanine is going to be his biggest counter to what I want to do with Volcarona. What do I need to hit that speed? $148. 220, that's way too much. Timid. That's more like it. Then how do I make this guaranteed Oko in the sun? $28. And a modest bump, just in case I decide to switch back. Modest bump is there. Helps if I put it on modest. The modest bump, I'm pretty sure, is 36. Yeah. Put it up to 36. Just in case I want to go modest. It makes more sense to have it at that bump. With that, Fiery down to the guarantee. Oko. Heat Wave, not so much. We look at our +1s, yeah, +1 we're going to outspeed everything. +1 special attack. Waves a guaranteed Oko. Even on Timid. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Let's have a look at the defenses. Now if I'm going to run Quiver Dance, it's going to be leftovers. And yeah, 252 HP, optimized for leftovers. Got 104 That would round out. We want to guarantee live that Brave Bird. We need a Tera. What Tera will work? Ideally, we want one that resists flying but isn't weak to fire. So, what resists flying? Electric, steel, and rock. All of those are weak to Swampert. That's not good. Dragon. Dragon will work. Bit generic, but sometimes simple options are the best ones. That's nice. Bandit Brave Bird now then. Oh, beautiful. Let's make that, just bring that to a guaranteed live. 84. Not bad. I now go to dump all of that in. That is a Volcarona set that does absolutely everything I need it to without setup. Outspeeds Arcanine. It'll OHKO the max HP Corviknight in the sun with Fiery Dance. With a little help from its friends, it'll pick up the KO with Heat Wave. Now, if I go Choice Specs, Heat Wave in the sun, KO's Corviknight. And a Specs Fiery Dance will KO Corviknight without the sun. So we could, in theory, depending on his lead, we could Tailwind and pick up the KO on Corviknight. If he leads Arcanine and it's plus Corv, and it's not Intimidate Arcanine, then we know it's Flash Fire. So we could then just set the Tailwind or Dazzling Gleam. More than likely set the Tailwind just for later, and then OHKO Corviknight with a Fiery Dance. Actually, if we go Tera Water and he leads Flash Fire Arcanine and something other than Corviknight, we could probably delete the Arcanine. Tera Water, Tera Blast. Easily. Easily. I come back over to here and start penciling all this in. Heat Wave, Tera Blast. We look at Bulk's coverage. Air Slash, Hurricane, no. Psychic, no, not really. Giga Drain's going to do nothing to anything on his team other than Swampert. I think having double stab is probably better into most of his team than any of the coverage we've got. So I think that is our Volcarona. Last, but certainly not least, Toxtricity. Now, I already had a set in mind for this. That's why I've saved this to last. It's something that Twimbley recommended to me earlier on in the season. That is a choice scarf Toxtricity. Going into basically the idea here is it'll let me lead it with Annihilate, outspeed Zoroark with very little investment, and Snarl to bring it to -1. So that will then break the sash and let Ape clean it up. Because my Ape set is a V, it's gonna do even less damage with that Shadow Ball, letting Ape stick around for longer and be more of the pain in the ass that I want it to be. Overdrive, even without the specs that I brought versus Tommy, still gonna do a ton of damage. The other good thing that the Choice Scarf will allow me to do, because of the Avion, is Volt Switch my own Annihilate to get a stack on Rage Fit. I love this idea, because I can lead the two of them, and then depending on his lead, if he's got, I don't know, Swampert plus Arcanine, random, I know, but first example that came to my head that Tox isn't going to be particularly useful against. If he leads something weird like that, I can go for a Rage Fist with Annihilate into one of them, and because Tox outspeeds but doesn't really do a great deal, I can Volt Switch into my Annihilate, get a stack on Rage Fist, get some chip off, bring in Mousehold or Whimsicott to then pile on the pressure for turn 2. Eevee's pretty simple. We're going to want to hit... Ooh, can we afford to hit 179? Have a look. This is why I like using the damage calculator, even for just checking speed. Does the math for me. Because sometimes I am a bit dumb and not the biggest math guy, even though it was part of my freaking job for many months. Choice Scarf. Ooh, that's 196. Do I want that much investment? That 196 is too much for me. One 6-3. I think he brings modest, not timid, on his Zoroark anyway. Yeah, that I'm happy with. I was an idiot. There we go. I don't need all of them. Where's the bump? $204. That's enough for me, I think. I don't need to max the special attack. I'm not wanting it to really pick up any massive KOs. So it's just going to be there to outspeed, break sashes, get some good chunk damage down on stuff, blast something with overdrive. If it misses out on a KO with overdrive, I don't really mind. For the last move though, this is where we've got a bit of a problem. Sludge Bomb, he has immunities to. Those same things that have immunity to Sludge Bomb also resist Boom Burst. So I think our best option, Tera Blast. But what Tera? I'm not actually expecting to Tera Toxtricity. The only thing he's got that really going to do any kind of meaningful damage to Tox is Swampert. We could go Tera Grass, but then that makes us another flying weak on. More than likely, we're going to want a defensive Tera that maybe we can click Tera Blast on. We'd go Fire, but then that still leaves us weak. Swampert. We're back in a similar situation to with Volcarona. Could go Water, but then I've got the Tera Water, Tera Blast on Volk. But don't really need Dragon. It was the best defensive Tera for Volk. It's going to be the best defensive Tera for him. But this is the team. Pretty long team builder, I know. But I wanted to try something a little bit different for what could be the last match of the season. Give you all a bit more of an insight into what I wanted this team to do when I had the initial idea pre-draft, and give you a little bit of insight into when I am knuckling down and prepping properly, how I build my teams. So no more hold-ups. Off to the battlefield. Let's go. We've got Dragon Corv, Dragon Electivire, Ghost Hisui Zoroark, Flying Gambit, which I've Arastella Lokick. Gotta be careful of the look. But we're going with definitely go with the top two. Doing that, we bring Dinu. Want to bring Ape. I also want to bring Tox. Let's bring the Ape. Good luck, have fun, Mr. Draco. This could be a very, very fun battle. Which one is the Zoroark? You know what, let's just go Tailwind to start with. And Heatwave. Get around to follow me. Don't follow me. That's crazy. That's Zoroark. With Swords Dance. Okay. Okay. Swords Dance Zoroark. Get up the sun. Actually, no. Let's... Yeah, we'll set sun. Act. Oh my god. Okay. Kind of want to change my move up, so pop in 8 to take a hit. Oh, nice. Was not expecting Dazzling Gleam to double KO there. Save my Tera. I've got 8 in Tailwind. Now we've got a Corviknight and a King Gambit. Supreme Overlord King Gambit. Okay, this is going to be interesting to say the least. I'm expecting the King Gambit to protect. Tera flying, okay. Not going to protect the Gambit then. Yeah. That's almost what I expected. There's Tera Blast. With the boost, yeah, that was always going to hurt. And now I've got no tailwind. So yeah, gotta sleep the King Gambit. We hit the sleep powder. Perfect. We're still faster than the Corv. Even better. We don't kill. Not good. But Venu survives. Holy. If we can get another sleep powder on you. And yeah. You went for Sucker Punch. We hit both sleep powders. Oh my god. Venu finally clutching up. Now we've lost the sun though. Damn it! Okay. Bulk. I need you to hit your moves. I need you to hit your heat wave. Yes! Oh no! No! Oh. Oh! That was insane. Oh, flipping heck. when that King Gambit lived, I was, yeah, I thought we were cooked. Right, so part of me's expecting the low kicks to come out. I don't know why. Part of me is expecting the low kicks. But how is he going to adjust? I'm going to leave 8 behind. The Tera flyings and how bulky those two were. The 1-stack Rage Fist, even off of 196 Adamant, just wasn't doing enough. So I think the adjustment is to bring Tox. Same lead, but is this the King Gambit, or is this you know what? I'm gonna play like that's going to be nuts. He's got me here with this lead now. If I Tera Water, the wild charge deletes me. I've got to go for it. He knows I'm Specs. That's the King Gambit. But we baited out his Tera. And we got Toxtricity in the back. I should have gone Sunny Day, but I wasn't sure. This is the problem with Draco's team. Is you just don't know what's what. You don't know where that Zoroark is. Helping hand sucker punch. Not today, buddy. Double crit. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. That double crit dazzling gleam mattered, I think. That helping hand sucker punch freaking hurt. Oh, right, I can't protect either. Ah, that King Gambit lead completely screwed me over. You gotta do it for me again, Venu. Three in a row. That's some insane luck. Absolutely insane luck. How much longer have I got on this taunt, man? One more turn. Protected way out the tailwind. There. I know that's a flash fire. Wait, I've not Tera'd yet. I can't believe I didn't realise I hadn't Tera'd. Whether that helps us live a dual wing beat or not, I don't know. But Venu showing the hell up. I cannot believe this. Ah, man. Venu has been brilliant, but I have got just ridiculously lucky. Ridiculously lucky. Those sleep turns, man. I had to save Tox for this. Holy shit. GG's Draco. That was a very, very hard battle. And I'm sorry you had to be on the receiving end of probably my luckiest game of Pokemon ever. Oh god. If I don't get 3 turns of sleep on that Corviknight, I lose. Well, they never come easy, do they? Oh my god. Where to start? Game 1, I guess. That went pretty much how I wanted it to. The only real mistake I made in that entire game 1 was not checking Tailwind turns. That letting Tailwind run out when I did could have messed me up, but Vinu and Volk were always going to outspeed at least the Gambit, and I had to assume with how bulky the Corviknight was, it was going to outspeed the Corv as well. Hitting 2 Sleep Powders was very lucky, but it's 75% accurate, not 50-50, so the odds were kind of in my favour a little bit. It did get a little nerve-wracking towards the end, especially when that King Gambit lived the Heat Wave. Yeah. Game 2, however, I did get very, very lucky. I had to play around potential Zoroark turn 1. If I thought about it a little bit deeper, with the fact that it didn't do anything game 1, neither of them was likely to be Zoroark. Even then, I think I still couldn't have Terra'd Volk, because the Electivire and the King Gambit were both going to live the Heat Wave. So Volk was always going to go down that turn, whether I Terra or not, really. It was just a great lead from Draco, and he had me pinned immediately. Turn 2 was the first real bit of luck. Double crit on Dazzling Gleam was just insane. And that crit on King Gambit probably let me get the KO with Volt Switch. Turn 3, third Sleep Powder in a row. I never get that lucky. I was expecting that to miss. Then came my first real mistake of the match, forgetting I hadn't Terra'd Volk turn 1. The Corv could have woken up and Brave Birded Vinu, and I lose. There, then, done, bye. But again, I got lucky. Corv stayed asleep for a second turn. Sleep turn, Sleep Powder, Vinu won me the game. Absolutely. It finally did something. Tox, again, incredible. That Mon is just surprising me every time I bring it. It's I have to get that Mon again. It's brilliant. I love it. But Draco, hats off to you, my man. You played really, really well. You should have won that game too. But reverse of previous match, RNG was on my favour this time, not yours. I'm sorry, dude. Two super incredible close games. Came down to rolls. Bit of luck for me. Lord Bidoof was on my side for once. That win did, however, secure our place in the playoffs. Thank you. And with all the Week 9 results now in, I can reveal we are facing Wakeman and the Great Lakes Aces. It's better than facing Evney and that insane Blood Moon Ursa Luna, but still, a Chaladon, Basculegion Rain, round 1 of playoffs. It's been an up and down season. Let's see if we can keep it on the up and pull one out of the bag. I'll see you all next week. Wish me luck.